Welcome back to my bookbinding studio. My name is Chanel and I have a special video for you today. I'm going to show you my process of making a zine and then teach you how to do the 5-hole pamphlet stitch. It's a really simple stitch that you can get creative with. A zine is a self-published booklet with text and/or images that share ideas, stories, and resources. They're usually photocopied and self-distributed. Zines have roots in feminist, punk, and queer communities. Anything goes in a zine. I've seen ones that have very thorough information, only visual art, collage art, and comics. I love zines because there are no rules, they're inexpensive to make, and there's something really gratifying about putting together a personal story in a book I made. I love that zine culture is about connection and uplifting important stories within communities often invisibilized by mainstream culture. Zine fairs and festivals are one of the most inspiring places to discover and connect with independent artists. There might be one in your city. Some local bookstores and libraries carry zines as well. For my zine, I decided on a color scheme and created simple shapes with markers to keep it low pressure. Then I made the pages of the zine before sewing in case I made mistakes, which I'm glad I did. This zine is about crying, because as soon as I feel whatever emotion that triggers my crying, I instinctively try to stop, and it hasn't been healthy for me. When I can truly let myself release, it feels good. It's a 10 out of 10 good cry. This is a reminder for me to simply let it out. On to the sewing. Here's what you'll need: a ruler, a bone folder or a smooth edge to crease your fold, an awl or something sharp to make holes through several pieces of paper, a needle, it doesn't have to be curved, and thread. I have waxed linen thread here, but you can use anything you have that will fit through the eye of your needle. Embroidery thread could work, but sewing thread is too thin. Use the bone folder to crease the fold. Make 5 evenly distributed holes with the awl and ruler along the fold. The length of your thread needs to be at least 2 times the length of your book. Thread your needle like this. I'm going to number the holes for the purpose of instruction from left to right. Start on hole number 3 and leave a tail. Make sure you don't accidentally pull the tail through as you sew. Go to number 2. Then number 1. Back to 2. And skip to 4. From there, go to 5, back to 4, and finally through number 3. We ended where we started. This is optional, but I like to have both loose ends on either side of the middle stitch. I'm going to tighten up the stitching. Tie a knot. Cut the ends and voila! When I was little, I wasn't allowed to cry. I'm learning how to cry again. I can cry when I'm moved. I can cry in grief. Sometimes I feel like I'm crying tears that are not my own. My rawness feels both painful and powerful. The more I cry, the more I feel. Fear melts away. Releasing pain, inviting comfort and joy. Learning from the wisdom of my emotions. Thank you so much for watching. I encourage you to make a zine and try out the 5-hole pamphlet stitch. See you in the next video.